Hey guys. So this is probably the last time you will hear me.
Psych. I'm just changing my voice. I felt like I needed a change. So this is me now. Am I still awesome? Don't answer. I know I am. And on to today's batch of random people's business I feel the need to comment on.
My husband gave me a warning tap and I called it abuse. Aitah? As I am writing this, I am laying in bed with my mom. She's helping me gather my thoughts for some other opinions. I am F24 and my husband is M30. We've been together for 3 years and married for 1. This is a throwaway account just in case. About a week ago, my husband and I got into an argument over his phone, which he had misplaced. I was in the shower when he lost it, and when I came out, he was throwing a fucking fit over it. He was like, "Where did you put it? Have you seen it?" Angrily yelling and snapping. I said I hadn't touched it and I needed to get dressed. My husband was standing in the doorway looking behind the door so I couldn't open it. I said, "Hello, move please?" Apparently my tone was rude because my husband turned around and shoved me into the room. I was like, "Okay, you need to calm down, I can help you look but I gotta get dressed." He tells me to hurry up. I snap back, "I'm not gonna hurry up, it isn't my fucking fault." My husband turned around and hit me on my mouth with the back of his hand. It didn't even really hurt, but I was appalled. He called it a warning tap because of my attitude. I left right then and there. I called my mom and came over. I haven't left. My brother took me over the next day to get a few things. My husband asked me if all this really necessary, and I said yeah, it is when you abuse your wife. He was so stricken that I called it abuse. He screamed at me for it. He said I can ruin his career if I use that word. I know that I can, and I know that he didn't even hurt me, but that's how I feel. He sent me several texts threatening to divorce me if I use that word again, or try to hurt his career by saying it's someone important. Aitah for saying this, potentially citing this, and potentially ruining his career?
There is no such thing as a warning tap. It was a test. He was testing to see your reaction. You're telling me that at his big age he couldn't think to ask you to call it for him. 70% of the world's population has access to a mobile phone. Why is he acting like it's something precious and no one else can understand his feelings? His frustration is valid but his reaction is not. You didn't even think twice, you just left, so what happened to make you so instantly on guard? I'm curious because a lot of people might have tried to find excuses and rationalized it as a minor incident or just ignored it altogether. Just a thought. Maybe your subconscious is trying to tell you something.
I, 31M, have been single since 2021 and decided to put myself back on the market. I signed up on many dating apps and didn't really expect a lot of answers right away. After a month of chatting with quite a few people, I decided to meet up with one, Collie, fake name. I wanted to dress to impress, so I wore a pair of clean black jeans and a red burgundy dress shirt. We met at a restaurant that I've been going to since I was a kid, and everything seemed to go pretty well until Collie said out of the blue, "When we get married I'll be able to fix you." To say I was confused was an understatement. I looked at her and asked, "What do you mean?" She looked me right in the eyes and said, "I'll convert you from being a pagan and from being bisexual. You will be on the right path." For context, we met on an app called Field. I am bi, but no one except my family knows that I'm a pagan. I wear my pendant everywhere and proudly show it, but decided to wear it under my shirt that day. I felt very uncomfortable at that point and decided to leave. I stood up, said have a nice evening, and paid for my drink and left. My parents are telling me that I did the right thing, but my other family members, mainly my aunts and grandmother, are calling me the asshole. So please tell me, am I the ass here, or am I justified in my actions?
NTA. The situation was uncomfortable and you removed yourself. It's super weird that she knew your beliefs like that and felt comfortable enough to make such statements. While it could be deliberate because she wasn't into it, the fact that she knew you were pagan is also odd to me since it wasn't really public knowledge. It feels dangerous that she knew this info.
This girl, 18F, got pregnant and she and her parents want me, 19M, to step up and help her raise her baby. I am not the dad, but I want to go into the Corps. I told her no. I feel bad though. Advice needed. Basically, this girl I always had a crush on got knocked up by some random loser, and now while she is pregnant she has been wanting to date me. Her parents want me to step up and be a man, so they don't have to help her take care of the baby for like the next 18 years and have her stay with them. She is not a piece of cake BTW, but the thing is I am not the dad. She said she wants me to be her boyfriend, and for me to get a job and a place for her, and me to live to help raise our kid. My dad told me to tell her to go F herself, and not to put my dreams to the side, and that I am so young and just a kid myself, and to never ever in my entire life get involved with her. He said her baby is not my responsibility, and he will be heartbroken if I voluntarily take on this burden. He fully supports me going into the Corps. I told her I do not want to get involved with her. Her dad told me I am not a real man.
You should 100% give up on all your hopes and dreams to take care of a baby that has nothing to do with you, with a girl that wanted nothing to do with you until she needed a convenient and reliable sucker to take care of her and bow to her whims. Her own parents want to pawn off this girl onto you, and you are wondering if you should jump feet first into the pit someone else has dug. You must have been a total simp for her to have that much confidence and audacity to approach you with such foolishness. Don't feel bad when people have to suffer the consequences of their actions. Block them and get on with your life. If they persist, call the cops. I think I felt actual irritation. Yes. Yes, I like this voice very much. My sarcasm feels more scathing somehow.
Update. I have been able to successfully block this girl and her parents on all social media platforms, and their phone numbers, and home phone, as well from my cell phone. I have also gotten a temporary restraining order. There is a legal process you have to go through for a real permanent one, but I am working on it, against her and her parents. None of them are allowed to contact me by any means, including phone, email, mail, in person, or by someone else. If they do, the sheriff will have his deputies go to their house and bring them to the local jail.
And I'm done. See you in the next one.